Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to New Face Entertainment. This particular video is very revealing, telling a lot about what is going on underneath secretly in the government. If before now I was told that the government can come out and cover up for all the event that happened at the toll gate, that the government could actually be the one that mastermind everything that happened on that 2010-2020, it wouldn't be a surprise to me at all, because in instances like this we've seen, like in other countries, that government have really taken this kind of step in order to clamp down protesters. So this is not something new, and for somebody like this, the governor of one of the southwest state, Gov Akeredolu, to come out and start saying all of what he's saying in this interview, I can tell you that it is really revealing what is in the mind of the government. We saw the video that DJ Switch did. She's now in Canada, and she did this video even revealing more information, because now she is more free to do that. And all of this information, even the ones she has shared, they've debunk it and they say it is false. Let's hear him out, and you will hear more of what the government thinks about the whole issue.
Who will be responsible? You can have such band that will restrict what comes out, not because they won't restrict my personal conversation, they won't restrict what I'm saying to my friends. But if I want to take out news and say that thousands have been or hundreds have been killed in Lekki, Toge, for instance, then before it comes out, I must have evidence of people who died on the ground. Show me. And if it's not there, I will say to you, you cannot use my band to propagate such a news item. That's what we are saying. So there must be a way in which people, a technology, I know the technology exists. They're using it everywhere, using it in Russia, using it in China. We are not saying we should go there route, but they're using it even every other place. So nobody, if we cannot be disciplined enough to be able to know that we don't churn out news that can cause a lot of damage in the society, then the government itself must be proactive enough to find a way at least to control it. That's what we are saying.
Some are always quick to also say, while that is being done, what about statements made by political actors during campaigning, divisive statements and whatnot? I recall we had a conversation with you and you called them political gunshots. So in the same vein, do you think that should be, applied to all those statements made by political actors, politicians, during, before, or after elections, all those statements? Do you think that should be applied to?
Thank you for that. Luckily, you have not pointed out to where these political gunshots have led to mayhem. Because among politicians, they know themselves. Do you think we take ourselves too seriously? We know what it is when you go on the
local
platform,
government elections. During the local government elections in your state, in Idorin, for example, we saw violence, and in other areas. So, if you say these statements don't lead to violence, I wonder, with the violence we have seen, what was responsible for that then?
I thank you. Said during the local government election, can you tell me, because you have to be specific, what statement led to that? That is it. What statement led to that?
So you're saying that the statements made by political actors, divisive statements that tend to make people go violent, you're saying they are not related to the violence we see before, maybe during elections too?
With all respect to you, I said, tell me what particular statement led to that. That's all. And I will answer you.
So what's your basic... Understandable. I understand, Your Excellency. So you're saying that these statements should be allowed to be made if they can be linked to violence? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that there are statements, fake and false news, that could exacerbate whatever situation we have and that could lead to mayhem and violence. That should not be allowed. And I'm also now reiterating that most of these statements that they make on political platform politicians understand themselves. They are not
the people, Your Excellency, do the people understand? Because this is a major issue. Do the people understand? Because if they hear a politician saying, well, we're going to win this election at all costs, regardless what happens, I mean, the people will go out there and try to win it at all costs.
The people don't do that. If you say you win election at all costs, they know you are just a joker. And most people will tell you and react almost immediately, you are a joker, you will not win. So if I say I will win at all costs, you too say you will be defeated at all costs, and everybody will be quiet. There's nothing, political statement like this, as I said to you, it's just tantrums. It's different from, don't compare this with what happened recently. It's not the same. People did not die. You say you have hundreds who have died. So what are we saying? Are they the same? Are you saying that reaction to the massacre of people is the same thing as saying election will be won at all costs? No, they are not the same. Please let us compartmentalize all these statements. They are, as I said, those ones are political gunshot. You cannot kill anybody, and people don't react to it as such. But when it comes to what we saw recently, it's not an easy thing. You carry somebody that will happen in a film, and you now bring it out on the Facebook and say, oh, we are carrying a dead body. On the person came, oh, this was not a dead body, we acted this film. Is it the same? Seeing dead body and saying this is somebody who was killed? I reacted. So everybody will react, how can they be killing this way, until you find out that, not that people were wounded and but not that extent. Let us be fair to ourselves. So don't link it up. Let's separate this from what happened recently. Political gunshots are nothing.
Well, a number of people would, hold their opinions on whatever side of the divide they would find themselves. But part of that resolution also included suggesting constitutional role for traditional rulers. Well, a number of people will also remember that that was the system we had, I think, before and even soon after independence. What happened at that time that made that change, and why is it necessary now?
Well, I mean, the suggestions, from our discussion, the traditional rulers have their constitutional role. I will mention it there. At least they sit on the Security Council of each state. Maybe just one. Maybe we need to increase the number. Those are the issues we are discussing. Maybe representing the Central District sit on the Security Council of each state. Now, others, maybe time might come. If, for instance, we are going to run the community police properly, then maybe, because even at local government, their Security Council too, traditional rulers sit on it. So they have constitutional rules on the issue of security. But there are many more that we can get them involved in.
Your Excellency, you also recall...
Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe. Share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to this